That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to kick back, relax, and have a cup with Joe. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the program. I am your host, Joe Mizidla. It is good to be with you as I'm recording this July the 13th. It's Saturday, well, as usual in the evening, when I like to do this sort of thing. So, man, so much is going on in the world today, and so much is going on out there. It's hard to keep up. It really is. It's hard to keep up on everything. I hope everyone out there listening, I hope you're doing well. I hope that God, the Lord my God, is with you. I do. I really do. Before I get going too far, let's kick this down just a hair. There we go. Little hot there. All right. Muchos better. Brother Shannon Hawley is still hard at it with his ministry. His ministry is... let me make a bunch of noise here. It is Hope for Tomorrow. HOPE, the numeral 4, the numeral 2. I'm sorry, I messed that up already. HOPE 4 _2 MORROW. So that's numeral 4 _ numeral 2. You can find him on Facebook. He's been working very hard within the community. His ministry is to help, those that feel lost right now. And suicide rate is extremely high. And it continues to be growing. So this gentleman and his family and those that are in support are, we're all working to combat this and bring hope and also bring, awareness to the fact that this is going on, as well as provide a platform, or I'm trying to think how to say that, of the victims. I don't know how else to put it. And that's kind of how he puts it too on his little card here for victims of suicide. Those that are suffering. There's so many unanswered questions, and even in recent, for me, a coworker that committed suicide, and a dear friend and brother and I have speculated over the possibilities of why, and realistically, I don't know. With certainty, I can speculate on a couple different things, but that's the best I can do at this point. And I'm sure my heart is with those that have such a loss in their lives, and go through that. So many unanswered questions. So if you are going through that, you can contact Brother Shannon Hawley. You can find him, like I said, Hope for Tomorrow on Facebook. Is also a crisis text line, Christ MT, or Christ text MT to 741-741. Suicide Prevention Lifeline 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255. So if you know of someone that's really struggling, you can, I'll give out my information at the end. But you can definitely use this information to give to them, and well, like most of us, we would have given up whatever time was needed had we known. So if you do know, please take that initiative, and please sit with those individuals that are contemplating a suicide, and spend the time with them, and get them what they need. So this is just one way. If the Lord puts it on your heart, and you maybe you're listening to this, this goes all over the place, this podcast. So if you're listening to this and you're wherever and you want to start your own ministry, but you're not quite sure, also get in touch with Brother Shannon Hawley, and he will be more than happy to help you, give you all the resources on how he started his, and help you get your ministry started. So if this is something that's weighing on you, something that's on your heart, and you want to start your own, by all means, get in touch with him. If you want to support this man, you can find him at Hawley Shannon 11 at yahoo.com. That's HAWLEYSHANNON 11 at yahoo.com. So go and check him out. Excuse me there. Find him on Facebook, friend him, show him your love, show him your support, and, keep him and his family in your prayers, please, as well. The other gentleman, another one I spoke of, is Brother Gabriel Gonzalez, and I'm not. he's still hard at spreading the gospel. He's very passionate about doing such things, and I love that man dearly. He's always about the Lord's work, always. Now I don't know. It looks like in recent here that he is no longer with Jobs of Hope. So it looks like he was going to start something else. God was leading him in another direction, maybe to start his own something different. Who knows? So definitely keep him in your prayers as well for guidance, and I know he's done a huge amount for the community and still does. I'm not for certain in what capacity or what the direction is going to be, but I'm looking forward and I'm excited to see what God's going to do with him, because he's good stuff. So the other one, Brother Matthew Miller of the End Time Tribune. Also, you can find all of his work at endtimetribune.com, as well as According to the Scripture. I think it's .wordpress.net, if I remember right, or look up According to the Scripture, singular, not plural. Plural will take you somewhere. We won't talk about that, but According to the Scripture, or endtimetribune.com. And Matthew does a amazing job with if you're looking into end times prophecy, biblical prophecy, well, look no further. This man does a amazing, him and his family do an amazing job. The information is absolutely mind-blowing. They take, I would say, in a new direction. But it's actually everything that he knows was always known. It's just not taught anymore. So, I guess in today's terms, we would consider him old school, as far as he's saying that. But I hope he doesn't hit me. old school as far as the teachings. I guess that's the term now. But anyways, that's amazing ministry, amazing man of God, as well as his family. And definitely keep Brother Matthew and his family in your prayers. Well, the enemy has just been relentless, and well, a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of good stuff that he puts out. So definitely go check that out. Go check him out. Show him your love. Show him your support. If you have questions, it does take him a little while to get those answered because he gets so many. And so I just ask that if you do send him a question, just be patient. He is faithful and he will answer it. He will get to you. He's always proven himself to be that. So just be patient, and as always, whenever he does a show, sometimes I gotta listen multiple times. So maybe that's the case. Maybe just listen a few more times, and it'll sometimes it just presents itself. So all right, so let's get cracking into something here. Something, I bring up Brother Matthew Miller, and him and I also do some podcasts together, and I'm very, very honored to do that with him, and it's always such a pleasure, and just I have such a good time, just a blast, looking and diving into the Scripture with him, and him and I have talked, and it's been something that's been on my mind that I just can't let go of it. I'll have to bring up the article here in just a second, but I'll just kind of give you, well, I guess I'll do a little segue here into it. Is recently here, I believe it was June 18th, if I remember correct, a tornado up in South Dakota that, was recorded spinning clockwise, opposite of the rotation that is normal. 99.9% of tornadoes spin counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere. This is Mr. Coriolis discovered that, above and below the equator, that things spin differently. So this to me was completely off the charts. I had never, this is such a rarity, and they talk about this. Let's go over and take a look at this for just a second. Let's see. At a glance, tornado touchdown in South Dakota Saturday evening was rotating clockwise. This is rare. About only 1% of tornadoes in the northern hemisphere spin clockwise. A tornado that touched down in northeast, Estelline, South Dakota, Saturday evening was rare because it was rotating clockwise, the opposite of most twisters in the northern hemisphere. Radar imagery indicated the tornado was spinning anticyclonically, which is a meteorological term for clockwise. In the northern hemisphere, high-pressure systems spin anticyclonically, while low-pressure systems rotate cyclonically or counterclockwise. While tornadoes occur infrequently in South Dakota, on June 15th, I was wrong, June 15th, tornado near Estelline, South Dakota was even more rare. It was an anticyclonic tornado. Check out our website for further details. Let's see. In fact, estimates indicate about 1% of tornadoes in the northern hemisphere rotate clockwise, like the one near Estelline on Saturday evening, according to National Weather Service in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is a rare tornado. This rare tornado was on the ground for about 45 seconds and was rated EF0 on the Enhanced Vegeta scale by the National Weather Service. It was the first tornado to touch down